welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. I'm Lauren, if you didn't already know, and as you can probably tell from the title, I made my own top from scratch. Before I actually show you the process that I did to go and make this top, I want to let you know that I really did do it from scratch. I bought the fabric and then I literally made it up as I went along. So I definitely made it hard for myself. I definitely made a lot of mistakes, which I hope you can learn from, but nevertheless I enjoyed making it and I definitely want to do it again. I'm thinking of doing using a satiny fabric next time.
I also forgot to say that the first half of this video is kind of poor quality because I was doing it at 10:30 at night till like 11 p.m, so the lighting ain't great, and I was kind of just sewing a bit like a loony, so yeah, excuse that, but yeah. But anyway, back to the video.
And yeah, let's without further ado, let's go.
So I started off by laying out my fabric on the table and measuring out exactly how I wanted it. I wanted it 25 by 25 centimeters, added my 1.5 centimeter seam allowance, so then it was 27 by 27, marked it out with pins, and as you can see, I cut it out with some shears. Oh, there's my lovely square. Then, this is where it gets a bit complicated, I cut off this little corner, and it was 3 centimeters by 3 centimeters, diagonally cut across. I then folded in my 1.5 seam allowances and ironed once pinned. This is why I cut off the corner. As you can see, the folds just meet up really nicely and it avoids getting a big thick layer of fabric in the corners. So that's why I did that. Threaded up the machine that my nana let me borrow. Thank you very much, nana. And switched my pins around this way, and that meant that the machine would run very smoothly over the pins without breaking any pins and without breaking my needle. So just sew along using a 1 centimeter seam allowance. Yes, we measured out for 1.5, but obviously you don't want the thread to be like on the edge and for some to come away, so you just do 1, and then you've got a nice little bit of a leeway. Also, don't forget to reverse stitch at the start and end, so otherwise your thread will come undone. So I took my pins out and I repeated the sewing on all 4 sides, and that's how it looked, and I was left with this nice square with seams and hems. As you can see, the creases in the corners is where I tried it on. So next day I tried to fix it because, as you can see, it fit around the back, which I was really quite pleased with, but it was way too long for my liking. So I put a little pin of where I wanted it to go. It was roughly like where my belly button is, and sorry if nobody likes belly buttons. And then I put it flat on my table, found halfway, measured down to where I want it to be. It was 29.5 centimeters, pinned it, and then I got the iron and ironed from the end where it's tied to my pin at 29.5 centimeters. And so then when it was unfolded, it had these nice big creases, so I could use those creases to again mark out my 1.5 centimeter seam allowance and then cut along those pins to get rid of the excess. Then again, I used the scissors to cut off the corner so that my seam allowances wouldn't overlap. And then, as usual, I pinned my seam allowances back, ready to sew. Here's me getting ready to sew. And then I took my pins out and ironed it, and that was the finished top really. It was ready to wear. I was actually kind of more impressed because, considering the first day of sewing went so badly, in my opinion, the end result was actually pretty good. Obviously, as you can see, I do not know how to model tops, so I kind of just awkwardly moved around in my room doing whatever this is, and yeah.
And I guess that is it. That is my finished top. I'm really kind of happy with it. I'm a lot happier with it than I thought I was going to be. As I said, definitely not the way you're meant to make it. Yeah, you can learn from my mistakes, but I will still wear that top. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you did like it, give it a big thumbs up, and if you want to see more stuff from me, subscribe. Let me know if you want to see some more sewing videos and things like that. And yeah, I'll see you in another video. I use my hands too much.